Hello, Jungle Explorer here, and today I'm going to show you how to fill up your own 20-pound cylinder propane tanks using your nursing tank. This here is not a normal propane tank like you would normally have. You never really know whether you have one or not. This is what's called a nursing tank. So before you even think about doing something like this, you have to make sure that what you have is a nursing tank. They were quite common on farms a long time ago when a lot of tractors and things were operated off of propane, and a farm would just have a propane tank, big one, and they would fill up off of it. You don't see them as common nowadays, but they still are available. Sometimes you can pick one up off of Craigslist for $500 or $600. I actually got this from my local propane company that I have a contract with that fill me up. They set this for free because I get their propane. So they came out to put a propane tank. I asked them for a nursing tank and they gave me one. So, you know, there's many ways to get one. But before you start, you have to have a nursing tank. Let me go ahead and take this off here. And what a nursing tank is that here, this right here, it actually has a pipe. I'm just going to call it a tube pipe that goes all the way to the bottom, close to the bottom of the tank, and it's drawing pure liquid up. If you were to try to draw off the top of the tank, what you would get is vapor and not liquid, and you wouldn't be able to fill up. So you have to be able to draw pure liquid. So what I have here is a homemade tube, made it myself. There's a standard propane tube. Go down to Tractor Supply, buy you a good gas valve, a normal tube, and one of these. You can get this is the internal kind, the kind that goes inside, and then there's the external with the big black knob on it that you can put on the outside. Tractor Supply didn't have that kind the day they were sold out, so I got the inside one. And what I'm going to do here simply is come down here. It's cold today, so the pipe is a little bit hard. Okay, so I'm going to come down here. Now, if you get this, that's the internal kind, this right here, remember that it's a reverse thread. So instead of going clockwise like you normally would, you actually have to go counterclockwise. So it's a reverse thread, or what they call a left-handed thread, and it goes in counterclockwise. Okay, so let me get my wrench here. It's hard to think sometimes about doing things a counterclockwise thread. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Till it's nice and tight. Okay, now you might be thinking, why does he have a shutoff valve right here? Well, let's say that you had maybe 2 or 3 cylinders that you wanted to fill out. Well, this is going to get full of liquid when you go ahead and start filling it up. Now, if the valve was only up there, each time that you take this off the bottle, you would actually lose all the liquid in this line. So having the valve right here allows me to shut it off, take it out, losing minimal propane right here, and then put in on another one. Also, when you take it off, if this was full of propane and there was no shutoff valve right here, when you take it off, you're going to get a lot of propane blowing out. And if you've never seen propane before, it's pretty cold. It freezes instantaneously when it hits air, so you know you could get a little frostbite. So this prevents that, having the valve right here. Now on a nursing tank, it has an open valve, so I'm going to go ahead and just open this valve up. So now we're drawing propane right out of the bottom of the tank via the liquid tube. Okay, now I'm going to open this valve right here. Okay, now I have propane going in here, and you can hear it. It's filling up. It's cool. So you hear it filling up. Now, you really don't have to worry about overfilling these things in this situation, because there is a bleeder valve right here, and you can actually open that to release pressure while filling to get more propane in here. But you're actually going to lose propane if you open the bleeder valve. And if you use the bleeder valve, then you can actually overfill the bottle. It's kind of difficult to overfill it when you don't use the bleeder valve, because the internal pressure in here equalizes with the tank, and it just is not going to get any more in there. So the way I do it, I'm not actually filling the bottle up to full capacity every time. I'm probably getting maybe 3/4 of a fill, you know, and that's okay, because I would rather, I can come right back and fill it up. You know, I'm not worried about having to drive to the store and exchange this. So if I only get half a fill, half a tank, big whoopty. I'll just come back and fill it up. It's no big deal. Some people worry about getting a full fill each time, and if you wanted to do that, if you were going to try to get a full fill, then you actually would need a scale out here. You would need a scale. You would measure, you would put the tank on, you would zero the scale, and then you would fill it till it reached 20 pounds of propane, and then you would turn it off, and that would be a full fill. I'm not doing that because I'm not trying to overfill it. I'm not worried about overfilling it because I'm not using the bleeder valve. And since I can come back anytime and refill at my leisure, I don't have to worry about getting a full fill on it. I'm just going to get it basically, you know, got some, you know, it's about a third filled right now. You can, when you first turn it on, you can really hear the gas flowing in. After a while, you can't hear it anymore. I can hear it. It's just barely. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can or not. It's barely audible. There's a little bit of fill. It's still going in. You know, and I'll wait here close until I kind of hear it stop, and then I'll turn the valve off and open it up. And so this is how you actually fill one of these tanks up. Remember, first you must have a nursing tank. That's what I'm calling it. People around here call it a nursing tank. They, you know, in your area, they may call it something else. You know how names go. People have a different name for everything. So I'm calling this a nursing tank. It's a tank specifically designed to allow you to extract propane from your own big storage tank. Okay. Now you might be wondering, how much does it cost to fill up one of these this way? I'm paying about $2 a gallon for propane when I fill this from my company. It holds, the way I fill it up, you know, it's maybe 2.5, 3 gallons in there. So consider trading it in at the store. I think the cheapest price around for trade-in is at Walmart, and that's about $16. So I'm roughly filling it up for 1/3 the price of Walmart. So it really saves on money. Not to mention the time and gas it takes to go to the store to actually exchange that. So you're not even calculating that. So it's really a good way to do this. So let me get down here, and we still got a little bit going in. I'm going to lift on it a little bit. Yeah, it's about half full right now. It's got about 10 pounds in it. I'm going to let it go for just a little bit longer, and then I'm going to take it off because I've got a motor I need to hook this to, and that'll be my next video is actually this motor that I'm working on. I got given an old trash pump, and it don't have even the carburetor's broken, and the gas tank is gone. So I'm going to rig it to work on propane. So here we go. Just showing you here. If you have any questions, please ask them. You know, this is something I've been doing for years. Probably 5-6 years now. I've been filling my own propane cylinders. I use them for my grill. I use them for my tractor, for my lawnmower, for my generators. Pretty much every small engine I have out here on the farm that the carburetor has gone bad on, I convert them to propane, and they run just fine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off right here. Okay, flow off. I'm going to turn the tank off here. Okay, so that's turned off. Now, I'm going to go ahead and remember, this is a counterclockwise thread, or a reverse thread, or a left-handed thread. Lots of ways to say it. So instead of going counterclockwise to undo it, this way. Now to take it off, remember this, because this is important. you got to turn it like you normally would do to, got me a little leak there. All right. And I'm just going to let this out, this pressure out here. Okay. So now you can see the benefit of having that lock there. Of course, my little hose started leaking. I guess it's because it's cold and it's rigid and it won't move. Anyways, you can see how if I didn't have that there and I actually didn't have the cutoff at this end, when I tried to take it out of the tank, I would have all that propane and coming out, and that would be a risk. So if you make one of these hoses like this, you got to have that valve there, and that will save you a lot of propane and some frozen fingers. So there we go. Yeah. Oh, that's got about 15 pounds in it. So that's how you do it. I hope this video has been useful to you. And if it has, please like it and subscribe and share. Until next time, this is the Jungle Explorer signing out.